Hey y'all, how you doing? I am on an island. Um, my property on the island. I got here yesterday. On my way here. Oh, oh. So I took off from. I picked up my brand new outboard motor from Harris Boatworks, and had a hell of a time backing the trailer up to the ramp and everything. It was awful, really embarrassing. And then I took off for the island, and my motor started smoking halfway through the massive weed bed. I didn't know that you're supposed to go into reverse every so often to kick off the weeds from the prop because they block up the water pump that cools the engine. So I overheated the engine to the point that it was smoking, and it blew out. So Harris sent some people. Oh, a guy, not people, a guy. He sent a guy in a big boat to come and tow me to the island, and he took the motor with him. So I'm here on the island with my boat but no motor, and it started raining last night and rained all day today, and I'm cold and I'm wet and lonely. And I was supposed to go home today, but it was like pouring. It's been pouring rain. So I decided to spend the night, and it turns out it's going to be pouring rain tomorrow too. So I'm in the tent right now. I'm damp, and I'm going to have to get home tomorrow somehow in the, I don't know, in the weather. I can't take the I can't take my boat with no motor. So there is a canoe here, but I don't think there's any paddles. I'm stranded on an island. So this morning I woke up at like 5 a.m. and I put out a video on Facebook and said, all of the following things suck really hard about being here, but that doesn't matter because I'm on a hero's journey, and the hero's journey is, widely used literary trope. Not a trope. That's demeaning. It's the hero's journey is like a template, or what do you call it? Formula that's used all the time in like almost every great movie, right? So the hero sets out on an adventure. They encounter many obstacles from which they learn lessons. Then they encounter a big crisis where they use the lessons that they've learned to overcome that crisis, and then they return home transformed. So that's really what the island is to me, right? So I've set out on an adventure to transform the island to sell it um, on my own, and the obstacles seem insurmountable. Um, from just the sheer magnitude of the mess that's here, it it's startling. Even though I've paid $7,500 so far to clean it up, um, it's it's breathtaking, and I'll show pictures of it when I get a chance to take some. Uh, the terrain is backbreaking. I'm already kind of old and broken and fat and wheezy and stuff already, so it's really killer. The brush has grown in. This I'm told they're choke cherries, but I'm told they're not choke cherries. But they're very spindly brush. They grow really fast, and they've got thorns on them, and they grow really tight. And my whole path, I mean, I had to make 10 trips up and down the hill yesterday, and the whole way I'm just being cut. I should show you my legs if it wasn't dark, but just cut and miserable, and the bugs, and so So I was kind of like laughing about it this morning and thinking, oh, that I'm on a hero's journey and I've got insurmountable obstacles, and I'll when I finally complete the journey, transform the island and sell it for enough money to pay my mortgage on the yellow house, then I will, I will be transformed. Like this process isn't just about fixing up the island. It's really about letting go, right? This island means so much to me. It represents so much about my relationship and the family that I had, and the what happened and what went wrong, and it's a big deal. So I've had a hard time with it. I mean, I almost just ignored it and let it go to tax sale, just because I didn't want to deal with the crisis that was here. And then I got up the courage to deal with the crisis. But the rest of it's kind of taken over. So I'm here. It's pouring fucking rain. I think if I haven't mentioned it already, I'm cold and wet. And an animal just growled. Well, it sounded like a snort, actually. Some animal was snorting outside of my tent minutes ago. So, where is it? Oh, great. I was going to say, I'm here armed with my little 2-inch knife, and then I don't have my knife. Oh, here we go. There. I'm here. I'm armed with my little, what is that, 3 inches? Probably a 3-inch knife. There's my knife that I'm armed with. This is my only protection. I've got half a roasted chicken in the tent with me. And the thing was growling around the camp stove. It probably had some chicken remnants on it. And then it stepped on something that made a loud sound, and I'm thinking it scared himself off. But it doesn't change the fact that I have half a roasted chicken in the tent with me. But I need it because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I say I'm going to paddle out in the rain tomorrow, but that's not true. Let's face it, that's not true. I'm going to hide in the tent and be lonely, and I'm going to be out of communication because my battery source that I use to charge up my devices is done now, and I'm on my last charge for everything. My phone's at 98%, which is great, but my computer's only at 75%, and that's not going to last me very long. And I shouldn't be here out of communication. Like, I should be able to call 911 if I get eaten by some kind of wild Gore's Landing boar that they've as of yet is unheard of. Yeah, so I just wanted to update you. I am sorry about my cleavage. I don't know how I'm getting out of here. Doo-da. Oh shit. I went and I grabbed I use old air mattresses because I go through them. Oh, that's the other. Never mind. Okay. I go through old air mattresses quite a bit because I'm heavy and they don't stay inflated. And I wind up yeeting them, and then I use them as tarps because they're great tarps. So I went out. I was working on the winch system. I'm installing the electric winch, and I was kind of at a loss in how to mount it. It has to be mounted flat because it belongs on the front of a truck, right? So it has to be mounted flat. And I had some timbers, square timbers, posts, and none of them I couldn't mount. I could mount the post to the tree, but I can't mount the winch to the post. So I was trying to think how to deal with that, and then I came up with a great idea. I thought I'd use a piece of log cut from one of the down trees because they left them in chunks for me. So I pulled the chunk over. It has a piece sticking out at the bottom of it, so it goes down and then sticks out. And that little notch part fits perfectly into a concave part of the tree. So then I was like, all right, how are you going to attach this tree stump to the tree? because it has. I mean, it's a powerful winch thing. So I'm gonna ratchet strap it. My ratchet straps are rated for like 5,000 pounds. So the winch is only 4,500 pounds. So 2 ratchet straps, boom, Bob's your uncle. It doesn't have to be pretty, it has to be functional. So that's good. I was happy with that, but I was working on that when it started pouring. So I grabbed a old air mattress and I threw it over my tools, which were all over the ground. It was so many, like cordless 18-volt, battery powered tools. Sorry, I'm playing with my knife now. Woo. Um, they're all over the ground, and I'm like, it's pouring. They don't like rain. I already learned that because I ruined a battery. Expensive one too. I ruined a battery, so I threw the tarp over them, and now I'm realizing that it's pouring so hard that that whole spot is in the natural runoff area, so they're just all going to get flooded anyway. If it wasn't pouring rain, I would go and take them and bring them into the tent. I didn't come prepared for rain. Like if you're going camping in the rain, you need like a rain poncho and sweaters, warm woolies to dry woolies, and you need to pack in dried bags and stuff like that so that you got something to fall back on. And I've got lots of clothes, but they're all like short sleeve, lightweight because it was so hot. I wasn't thinking. I was expecting a little bit of drizzle this yesterday, and it was supposed to be clear and sunny and hot today and the beginning part of the week, and it's just the opposite. So I'm not prepared, and so I'm just like damp. I'm just fully damp. Sorry, I can't get my eyes are on the knife now. I'm just like playing with the knife. Oh, right. Air mattresses. So I have this brand new Serta Perfect Sleeper air mattress with never flat technology. So basically it's supposed to sense when it's losing pressure and then inflate itself back up to pressure. And what's happened with mine is that pump's not working. That feature isn't working. So I turned it. Felt like it was losing pressure. So I turned it up to inflate to see if it would, blow up, inflate, and it started deflating, like power deflating, and it's going. So I turned it off, and I turned it over to deflate. Okay, so turn back to inflate. So it's not working, and every time I test it, I lose more air, and the air mattress is actually gonna yeet me. See, I'm using that word a lot. It's such a cool word. Feels good. Yeet. It's gonna yeet me off of it any minute now. Probably in the night because I'm gonna wind up. I'm on a hill, so it's gonna make me go. And I'll land on my battery pack up supply of my Quaker Harvest Crunch. Anyway, so as much as this sucks, this is the hero's journey. These are the crises, not the crisis. These are the small obstacles that I have to overcome in order to be transformed at the end of this story. But right now I'm like freaking lonely, and I'm cold, and I'm tired, and I wish you were here. Whoever you are, I wish you were here because I just do. Anyway, so I have some pre-videos that I taped, like me sitting in the boat talking about. And when I got the dock installed, I made a blurb about why I was gone from YouTube for so long. Anyway, I'll get around to those. I don't want to waste too much battery power. I gotta take my eyes off the knife. My God, see, I have to put it down again. Can't be trusted with toys. So, that's it for now. Wish you're here. Nice seeing you. All right. Bye. I'll post the other videos later.